In this video, you will learn the basics of Google Calendar, like how to access it, its interface, and basic navigation. Let's start by accessing Google Calendar. On your phone or tablet, you can access Google Calendar by downloading Google Calendar from the App Store if you are using an Apple device, and from the Play Store if you're using an Android device. If you're on a computer, you can access Google Calendar through a web browser by typing this URL. If you're not logged in yet, you can click on Sign In and use your Paragon email address to log in. After you successfully access Google Calendar, this is what you will see. You'll see a sidebar on the left and the main calendar on the right. In the left sidebar, you'll see a Create button. This button is for creating events and appointment schedules, which we will discuss in another video. Below the button, you'll see a small monthly calendar, which you can easily navigate through different months. To check other people's availability, you can go to the Meet With section and enter their name or email address. For example, I'll type when I find the person I want, I'll click on their name and their events will appear on the right side of the calendar. Below this, there are two more sections, My Calendar and Other Calendars. My Calendars refers to the calendar that you have full access to, like your primary calendar. The Other Calendars section refers to the calendar that you can see the details of, but you do not have full access to. Moving on to the right side of the screen, you can see the calendar itself. At the top, there are two arrows for going to the previous and next time frame respectively. In this case, our time frame is 1 week, so it will simply jump 1 week back and 1 week forward. You can also see the button named Today. When you click on this, it will simply direct you to the current date. On a calendar, this is a red line, which represents the current time and date. For this calendar, we can also change the view. To change the view, you can click on this button and you will see these options for you to choose. You can also search for events by clicking on the search icon. The search bar will appear for you to search for the event. You can also access the settings for Google Calendar by clicking on the gear icon, then go to Settings. The settings can be divided into two different sections, General Settings and Settings for specific calendars. And according to HR policy, we must enable our calendar to be visible to everyone in the university by default. To do that, scroll down to find the Settings for My Calendars section and click on the calendar with your name. Then go to Access Permissions for Events and make sure Make Available for Paragon International University is checked and select See All Event Details. This will allow others in our university to view your schedule so they can decide when to book a meeting with you if needed. Please note that this setting will only be the default privacy settings for your events. If you have any events that you want to keep private, you can always set it manually when creating or editing the event. When an event is marked as private, other people can still see the event on your calendar, but they will not be able to see the details of the event.